take off. Yes. The ruling is ready. Do not strike. Now, in this matter, where the second respondent has raised a preliminary objection on grounds, I don't have to read the grounds, as stated in this grounds preliminary objection, dated 24 May 2023, I have observed that the IEBC had raised similar objections, but which she has now, by she I mean the IEBC, has now withdrawn, and in a surprise twist of events, decided to support the petition. I will not read anything more than what appears, because there was no time for any parties to try and restrict. On the issue of precision, I agree with Mr. Anyoka that the petitioner has complied with the threshold of precision by relying on the appropriate articles when moving the court under the Bill of Rights. These are well particularized incidents of harassment, injuries, and loss of property. The same are well particularized and precision. The court is therefore fully and well seized of the matter. On the issue of Article 89, this court has not been invited to alter or review the boundaries of any constituencies, but to have the relevant bodies point out these boundaries. This court derives its authority from Article 162(b) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. Parliament shall establish courts with status of the High Court to hear and determine disputes relating to the environment and the use and occupation and title to land. The Environment and Land Court number 19 of 2011 is preambled as follows. This is an act of Parliament to give effect to Article 162(2) of the Constitution to establish a superior court to hear and determine disputes relating to the environment and the use of and occupation of and title to land, and to make provision for its jurisdiction, functions, and powers, and for connected purposes. Section 13(2)(a), C, and D of the Act provides as follows. In exercise of this jurisdiction, under Article 162(2)(b) of the Constitution, the court shall have power to hear and determine disputes, A, relating to environmental planning and protection, climate issues, land use planning, title and boundaries, rates, and you should take note of where I'm emphasizing. Rates, rents, valuations, mining, minerals, and other resources. C, relating to land administration and management. And E, any other dispute relating to environment and land. Of course, any other dispute here means anything that is related to the main objective. Among the issues raised in this petition is who should collect revenues in Keroka town. Such revenue includes rates and rents by the two county governments that have a common boundary on the said town, common border on the said town. The other issue is where the boundary is. I agree with Mr. Bosota entirely that a number of prayers in the petition do not fall under the jurisdiction of this court. In fact, the majority of the prayers in this petition do not fall under the jurisdiction of this court. But the dominant issue is the boundary over which this court has jurisdiction, and also collection of those two sets of revenues, that is rates and rents, and also land administration and management in Keroka. Section 3 of the Act provides that the principal objective of the Act is to provide just, expeditious, proportionate, and accessible resolution of disputes covered by the Act, and that the parties and their duly authorized representatives, and I believe here mainly the advocates, shall assist the court to further this overriding objective. Counsel should therefore help parties to achieve this as soon as is practical. Article 89E, 89, 2, and 3 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 provides that the Commission, that's IBC, shall review the number, names of boundaries of wards periodically. It is true that Article 189(1) of the Constitution provides that in any dispute between governments, that is, the governments shall make every reasonable effort to settle the dispute, including by means of procedures provided under national registration. This does not oust the jurisdiction of the court. It only recommends and encourages governments to use every reasonable effort to settle the dispute by whatever means allowed by law. The article uses the term including. It does not even give the list of means used to settle the dispute, but it says including. It is left open to the parties to choose the means they wish to procure. The use of courts is one of them. Secondly, this is not a matter between two governments. It's a matter between a private Kenyan citizen by the name Nyambega Gisera. He says, who is not a government on the one side, and the national government as well as its chief legal advisor, the Honorable Attorney General, a government ministry, the department that sets the boundaries, and two county governments on the other hand. It can therefore not be a matter falling under Intergovernmental Relations Act number 2 of 2012 at all. The fact that the petitioner is a member of county assembly notwithstanding. Under Article 96, the role of the Senate does not include determining a dispute between a private citizen and a government. It therefore is not applicable in this petition. Article 119 is also not relevant in as far as Article 159, it's also not relevant. In as far as Article 159(2) of the Constitution is concerned, the second respondent has shot himself on the foot by invoking this article. One, he says that this dispute began in 2016. She has not done anything to address it until the issue where the boundary lies was taken up by the petitioner this year. You cannot expect other people to seek alternative forms of dispute resolution when you yourself are not doing anything about it. And when your opponent moves the code, you start crying foul that he should have sought reconciliation, mediation, arbitration, and traditional dispute resolution mechanism. You can also not invoke sub-article 2B, since by not resolving this matter once and for all, you are not helping. You are not helping not to delay justice. In fact, you are doing the direct opposite. The matter is already in court. The court has asked the Independent Electoral and Boundary Commission of Kenya to help the parties identify the boundary. You want to impede this. The land registrars and county surveyors from both neighboring counties, including the regional land registrar, are in court with all their maps. You don't want them to help the court to resolve the matter. When the court asks these qualified personnel to assist the court, you claim that the court is taking a shortcut to the matter. Is in the court by so doing, try not to delay justice and do justice to all without undue regard to procedural technicalities. Top government personnel from the IBC and NLC are in court to to show the parties the boundaries of the two neighboring wards at short notice. The second interested party does not want them to do so. As to whether this court has jurisdiction, I've already indicated the second interested party admits that the issue of boundary between the petitioner's ward in Nyamira and that, which is the other neighboring Kisii?
Ichuni.
C?
Ichuni.
I-C-H-U-N-I. And the one in Nyamira is?
Rigoma.
R?
R-I.
Yes.
G-O-M-A.
Okay. In Nyamira and that of Ichuni in Kisii County is an issue. This is in fact the dominant issue in this matter. It falls under occupation of land. This court therefore has jurisdiction under Article 162(2)(b) to determine the boundary. Once the same is sorted, once the same is sorted, then all other issues will take their shape, including the collection of revenues, unless there are other underlying issues not brought out before this court. Should this court determine where numbers C, G, and K of the petition, which fall under Article 162(2)(b) of the Constitution, it will have discharged its mandate in the suit. In the premises, therefore, the preliminary objection dated 24th May 2023 is hereby dismissed in course.
Have instructions to apply for time to copy and send for copy.
In fact, by Tuesday should be, all I need to do is to edit it, to have it typed and edited. So by Tuesday should be ready.
Your Lordship, we have all indicated proof that my client, that is